I'm really starting to get tired of these women who freak out that somebody said, well, maybe women should learn how to defend themselves. Hey, I took 12 years of Taekwondo, and maybe you don't have to take that much, but it would be nice if women knew enough self defense that if somebody tried to attack them, they could, beat them up. Uh, you know, how's that any different than what my parents taught me when I was a kid? Uh, I think the real issue is that some of these people, they believe, oh, well, we have to remain victims. Somehow it's morally wrong for these ladies to exert force to protect themselves. And if it was a bunch of unreconstructed women need to be pregnant and barefoot in the kitchen saying, "Hey, women shouldn't be allowed to defend themselves," that would seem uh, that would seem consistent with their beliefs, but that's not who it is. It's a bunch of people who claim to be feminists, who claim to think, claim to say that the women are equal in all ways to men, and yet they're the ones that are saying, "Oh no, that's not a solution." Um, their, their biggest problem seems to be that it's not the only solution. Well, no kidding. Uh, you're not going to win every battle. Uh, Here's what really bugs me. You got to see this. I'm gonna quote something off of this Huffington Post article. The problem with sexual assault is it's not going to be someone that will be recognized as a, I believe that would be at a moment when you have an antagonist, she said. People in most sexual assault contexts are dealing with familiar people, acquaintances, loved ones, people you trust, people you'll allow yourself to be vulnerable with. And the fact of the matter is, that's not the mindset for self defense. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I know your name. I'm no longer allowed to kick your ass if you put your hands on me in a way that I don't like. Um, no. I like to refer to this as the reverse Rumpelstiltskin defense. In Rumpelstiltskin, we know that the heroine, she's locked in a dungeon, she has to spin straw into gold, and Rumpelstiltskin comes and says, I'll spin it into gold for you, and I'll do it. And on the third day, if you can't tell my name, then you have to give me your firstborn child. So she figures out Rumpelstiltskin's name. Rumpelstiltskin loses all his power over her, and he runs away. The reverse Rumpelstiltskin defense is women are only allowed to defend themselves against strangers, but the minute that they know their attacker's name, they're no longer allowed to defend themselves. Does this make any sense? Do you teach your daughters? Oh, well, if you know his name, don't beat him up. I mean, I guess you're supposed to lay there passive and allow yourself to be raped. Does that make any sense? Who thinks like this? If you have listened, if at any point in your life you've been told, oh, if you know the guy's name, if you know who he is, you're not allowed to hit him, they were lying to you. Okay? If someone attempts to touch you in a way you don't like, kick his ass. If it comes down to it, and you have a gun, shoot him. Nobody's going to complain, oh, well, you knew his name. And the cops are going to show up, well, did you know his name? Oh, you knew his name. You're wrong. You're going to jail. No, they're going to say, well, it's too bad you didn't know he was a shithead beforehand. And then they'll tote his body off. Not going to hurt my feelings. I love the throat clearing here. The most generous reading of what she was trying to say is that she was hoping there would be or could be a cultural shift towards encouraging women to know how to defend themselves, to have that kind of relationship with their bodies, and to the extent that is what she is saying, I am fully behind that. Yeah, and at the same time, you undercut everything she said by saying, oh, well, women can't defend themselves. Because that is the essential argument that's being made. The essential argument that these women, these feminists are making is that women are too stupid, too weak, and unable to defend themselves, and they'll get the gun taken away from them, or they'll just get beat up more, so, you need to be a victim. Well, there's only two kinds of people in the world that will tell you that you need to be passive in the face of a violent attack. Number one, that would be the people who are violently attacking you. Number two, that would be the people that get power because you're afraid and you give it to them. The ones that say, we need a new law because you're scared, and you're scared. You say, "Oh yes, we need a new law. We need the government to have more power to protect me." So they systematically they take away every ability you have to fight back. They take away your tools, and they take away your mindset. The mindset, that's what they're attacking there. They're attacking your ability to think your way out of the problem. You've got somebody who's violently attacking you. You need to fight back. You might lose. Absolutely might lose. We saw that in Las Vegas. We saw a man who had the mindset and he lost. That's sometimes going to happen. But these people, they want you to not fight at all. What sense does that make?